Successful Comedians is coming right here to Australia. Chelsea Handler is a Grammy-nominated stand-up, TV host and best-selling author.
Yeah, there are very few people, if any, who are more unashamedly themselves than Chelsea. She's always brutally honest, and that's refreshing to some people because she's also controversial to others. I caught up with her ahead of her first Australian tour in 5 years. Chelsea, welcome to Sunrise. Great to have you on. Now, before we start, we have something in common. We have a shared love for Whistler, Canada, which I know you spend a lot of time there. This is me skiing. Yes, you might think it's someone random in a pair of goggles, but it is actually me. You spend a lot of time there. I've seen a video. I'm a lot more rugged up when I ski, though.
Why? Why are you wearing so many clothes when you ski? I like to ski scantily clad. I do it as a celebration each year for my birthday. Sometimes I'm topless. Sometimes I have a top on. I have nieces and nephews who have started to complain about me being topless. So I've tried to respect that, but I didn't have kids for a reason, so I don't know why I need to listen to them.
Choosing not to have kids is one of Chelsea's favourite topics of conversation. For years, she's been inspiring laughter and outrage in equal measure for skits like this.
This is a day in the life of a childless woman. I wake up at 6 a.m. I remember that I have no kids to take to school, so I take an edible and go back to sleep. I wake up at 12:30 p.m. and get ready for a busy day of doing whatever the I feel like. I put on my most impractical and stylish shoes since I won't be chasing a child around the grocery store.
Her new stand-up tour focuses on her own childhood adventures and how she's always felt like an adult. Chelsea says when she was 3, she was 30.
From a very early age, I became very resourceful. I started in my own businesses. Like at 8, I had a hard lemonade stand where I served tequila, gin, and whiskey to passerby on their bicycles. I was like, listen, a regular lemonade stand, we're not going to make any money. So I recruited this kid from my neighborhood. His name was Simon. I was like, Simon, come work with me. And so the first day we sold hard alcohol. We made like $33. We were 8 years old. And I gave Simon his commission, which was like $3.03 or something. I mean, he didn't make a lot of money because, you know, I was my business. And then, I was just like that. And then I started my own babysitting company when I was 10. And I lied and said I was 15, you know, so I could babysit for like a bigger, wider audience of children. And I ended up babysitting for a 14-year-old boy that summer, Jeremy.
Wow. Sometimes in your 20s and 30s, people will try and trick you into having kids. But it's possible to remain childless and alone. You just have to want it.
Can we get a little bit deep here? Because every time you speak to people and you want some life advice, they say, just be yourself, just be yourself. But it's one of the hardest things for people to do. You, more than anyone else, probably in this whole world, is yourself. I mean, did you actively choose to be that, or it just came naturally?
I don't have a very good fake barometer. Like, I'm not good at being fake. I can't be fake to someone. If I don't like someone, I can't pretend that I do. I wasn't born with that, whatever that is. So it's not like I'm trying to be real. That's just who I am, and it's my nature.
The person Chelsea likes the least is Donald Trump. There is no fake barometer when it comes to her feelings towards the former US president.
Listen up, you incompetent, lying, mentally ill, sexist, tiny-handed, delusional putz.
In 2020, just before the election, you bought a house out of the US just in case Donald Trump got elected again. He could be running again later in the year. Will you leave if he gets in?
I mean, yes, most likely. I have a couple of houses in different parts of the world just as a backup plan, but I don't think I can tolerate another 4 years of that. Maybe I'll come to Australia and just start a new life over there. But yeah, I wouldn't spend a lot of time in the States. It would be a pretty hard pill to swallow for me and for a lot of people.
Chelsea, we can't wait to see you. You're always welcome here. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much. Take care.
Oh, she's awesome. Yeah, absolutely. You know how you meet those people and they're just completely 100 themselves and not trying to put on an act, not trying to be say what they want you to hear. It's just amazing. She was such a lovely person.
And a good skier.
Very good skier.
Nearly nude skiing.
Kind of nude, yeah. Well, apparently she has done that too. Chelsea Handler is here in July. She's performing in Melbourne, Brisbane and Sydney. You'll find all the ticket details at sunrise.com.au.